What's good, y'all? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles, and you're listening to Real Talk with Miles Johnson, where you know I always keep it real. Let's get right into it, man. Eagles episode. I'm feeling great today. Want to know why? Because the Eagles have a franchise quarterback. The Eagles have their guy for what? It's 2023 for the next 10 years. They got that guy on their team. There are a lot of NFL teams, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants, that don't have a franchise quarterback. And in a conference where Hurts is the best quarterback in that conference, without a doubt, I love the Eagles' chances to ultimately have a dynasty the next 5-6 years. Because the next best quarterback in the NFC is who? Matthew Stafford? Like what? Kyler Murray? Like, the differences the comparison, like, to quarterbacks in the AFC and the NFC. Jalen Hurts can pull a LeBron. Jalen Hurts can pull LeBron to where he's going to the NFC Championship for like 8 straight years, or he's going to the Super Bowl 4 straight years, 5 straight years. It could legitimately happen if the NFC, in terms of quarterbacks, stays where it's at. Because literally, if you talk about the top quarterbacks in this league, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, this is 7 of the top 10 QBs in this league that are in the AFC. What does the NFC have to show for it? Matthew Stafford and Brock Purdy. I think Jalen Hurts is good. When John Morant was like, I'm fine in the West, Jalen Hurts is fine in the NFC. Best believe that. And I hope he will get his money, but selfishly, I hope that he doesn't sign for a big contract this offseason. Only because I want to see how much they can improve this roster with all the assets they have, having the 10th overall pick, having another first-round pick in this draft too. You can package that, to ultimately get a big-time playmaker on the defensive end, or maybe another offensive lineman, right? And you have, Jason Kelsey's getting older, Lane Johnson's getting older, right? So you have to think about that stuff. But the point of this episode, all season long, I was Jalen Hurts' biggest supporter. I said before the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts, he the bruhs. I'll see my little quarter zip. The bruhs don't fold. That was facts. Yeah, they lost, but that was facts. He did not fold at all. He played his best game as a pro on the biggest stage. So it's safe to say I was right. Hurts did not fold, and he rose above once that pressure hit. Ultimately, that performance put Hurts on the map. Because now all the doubters that call him a system quarterback, if you call Hurts a system quarterback now, you're just a flat-out hater and don't know football. But for the common person that knows football, that knows, just how football works, Jalen Hurts is that guy. He got that talent. The reason why, not only did he play amazing on the biggest stage, how did the Eagles look without him? They couldn't beat the Saints. Bro. And this man is putting up 4 tutties, over 300 passing yards, 70 rushing yards in the Super Bowl. You have Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes' teammate, saying, I don't know. Hurts could have got that Super Bowl MVP. That should tell you all the whole story there. You have Travis Kelce Mahomes' number one weapon, saying on his podcast, yeah, I mean, look, Hurts could have won MVP. Hurts could have won MVP. That's crazy. That's crazy. So Hurts is a top 5 quarterback. The only quarterback that is, all right, he's really above him is Patrick Mahomes. I'll give Joe Burrow a slight edge over Hurts only because he's put in a lot of work with a trash offensive line. Everybody else, I'm picking Hurts over Josh Allen. I'm picking Hurts over Lamar Jackson. I'm definitely picking Hurts over Justin Herbert. I'm definitely picking Hurts over Trevor Lawrence. That's a fact. I don't want to hear the whole Hurts is not as good as Justin Herbert. Hurts is not as good as Trevor Lawrence. There's no evidence to show for that, except the fact that they can put more highlight plays to Justin Herbert. There's no evidence to show, especially Justin Herbert. If you want to say I project that Trevor Lawrence is going to be better, I disagree. But, I could see where you're coming from. Justin Herbert is not in Hurts' stratosphere. I promise you that. My thing is, too, right? The Chiefs, not only did Travis Kelce say out his mouth, heck, Jalen Hurts could have won MVP. The Chiefs were scared out their minds. Now, you could say, hey, they were acting smart. But when you have a chance to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl, but the coaching staff told you, do not score a touchdown. We're so scared of Jalen Hurts scoring a touchdown if he gets a minute 30, 2 minutes left in the game. Let's just take that knee and, get that field goal at the end of regulation. Give him as less time as he needs in Jalen Hurts. The Chiefs were scared out their minds, bro. They were scared out their minds because they knew that if Hurts has at least a minute of time on the clock, he's going to not only march down the field, he's going to get a touchdown. They knew what it was coming. They knew what it was coming to. That whole entire game, Hurts was going up and down the field against the Chiefs defense. They were scared out their minds. And it goes to show you, Hurts is that guy. This comes through hard work, determination, and really focusing on your craft. I fully expect a guy in Jalen Hurts who, lost the Super Bowl to come into this offseason and be like, heck, job's not finished. There's still more work that I need to do in my game so that I can improve. And I want to see how well he does next season as well, because I don't think the offensive line will be as good as it was. But I fully believe that no matter who's around Hurts, he's going to perform. Because the confidence, too, that you get from dang near outplaying, if not, he did outplay Patrick Mahomes. Because even if you don't think that Hurts flat out outplayed Patrick Mahomes, you do have to believe that it was very close. So at the worst, he was close to playing better than Patrick Mahomes on the Super Bowl stage. That is a supreme level of confidence that will take him far. Take him far, because no matter what anybody says, I went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes' best weapon is telling the people, the world, heck, I could have won Super Bowl MVP. So Hurts is a humble guy, but basically that is a confidence booster to be like, you know what? I played my tail off on the biggest stage. I love Brian Johnson being the offensive coordinator. That guy deserves that spot. And talking about coordinators, Eric Bieniemy, it's sad that a guy, Eric Bieniemy, has to continue to prove as to why he should be a coordinator. Josh McDaniels did not have to prove that he's a great coordinator when he had the GOAT in Tom Brady. So why does Eric Bieniemy have to prove that he is a great coordinator, that could be a great coach? But just because he had a all-time great player in Patrick Mahomes. Like, just because you played with or you coached an all-time great player should not diminish what you have done. Should not diminish your resume. At the end of the day, Eric Bieniemy has 2 Super Bowl rings. Has been in the AFC Championship 5 years. 5 straight years. Like, any coordinator is getting that. You know that. Any coordinator that looks like them owners is getting that. We know that. But he has to leave Kansas City to go to the Commanders because he has to prove that he can change an offense without a all-time great quarterback. When other coordinators that have played with all-time great quarterbacks, Josh McDaniels, never had to prove that. And it's really crazy, but that's what it's come down to. So I know it's the Eagles episode, but I had to get that out there. Eric Bieniemy, I don't know what these owners have against him, but something real fishy's going on, and I want to get to the bottom of it. But ultimately, Hurts is a top 5 QB. The Chiefs are scared out of their minds, and I can't wait to see what the Eagles do in the offseason and what Hurts does this offseason to improve and become better. There are only 2 guys that have the edge over Hurts. That's Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Hurts is the 3rd best quarterback in the NFL. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. And with that being said, y'all, I'm out.